You think a boy wouldn't save that? Don't message him. Oh my god, this is a bit beefy. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well, staying positive in this quarantine. We are slowly moving towards normality. So today's one is kind of a different video because I've realised that on my channel I've been doing challenges, makeup looks, all of that fun stuff. But today I just wanted to sit down, answer you guys' dilemmas, assumptions that I put on my Instagram page about boy talk. So I'm so excited for today's video because I'm waiting to see what you guys asked. And I just want you guys to think of me as your best friend. And I've got my iced coffee, so I mean, I usually would be drinking tea, but the UK's weather is quite hot today. It's like 24 degrees. Well, not yet. It's like 20 degrees, sorry. So you are joining me from my sofa. We've got an iced coffee. I've got my comfy clothes on. What more can you want? And I think we should just get into it because I've been rambling on for too long. Okay, so on my Instagram story, I put up this. So just a little question box for you guys to put your assumptions, dilemmas, questions or advice that you want off me. I think I'm quite good at advice. Sometimes people don't like to take it, but I would say I'm quite good myself. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll pop it up on the screen now. I think you should go and give it a follow. You can catch up with me, follow what I'm doing and see my daily updates. But for now, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm not some sort of advice expert. This is all my own opinion, but I hope I can help you guys in some way. But I've got a load of questions and they're all going to remain anonymous. So I think we should just go with anyone that I'm looking at right now. So the first one says, I really like this boy, but I'm too scared to meet him. Okay, I can really relate to this because I'm really anxious when meeting like new people especially. But when I'm meeting like a boy that I've never met before, I tend to get really anxious as well. The advice I'd give is to just jump straight in it. If you know he's like genuine, you know he's kind, and you maybe give him a FaceTime before you meet him. And I think when you do meet him, it's just a case of thinking that there's nothing to lose. So, but yeah, another tip from me is confidence is key. Now, even if you're not feeling it, I feel like when you're going to meet him, put on your nice clothes, feel yourself, put some good music on, I don't know. Also, like, fake it till you make it is quite good. So, like, I've always been, like, sometimes shy in these situations, but when I act confident, I feel confident. Quick coffee break. But, honestly, if you say you really like him and he likes you back equally, then it should just be a case of you feeling comfortable in front of him. So don't feel like you are, like, have to put on your best, like, face or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, my advice for that question is try and FaceTime him maybe before you meet him so you feel comfortable with, like, his voice and everything. I'm really not good at this, am I? But make sure you're comfortable with him. Make sure you trust him enough to make you feel that comfort when you're meeting him. So yeah, that's really all I can suggest, but good luck. Okay, so the next question says, when do you think is the right age to lose your virginity? Right, I don't think there's a, like, stamp mark age. Does that even make sense? I don't think there's a particular age. I think it's different for everybody. Say, for example, if you were in a relationship for about, I don't know, there's not a number to, like, tell you what's right and what's wrong. 16 obviously is the legal age, so I would suggest 16 or over. Personally, under 16 is quite risky just because some people aren't, like, clued up and it could be a bit dangerous. Like, I've heard stories about, like, 13-year-olds being pregnant. And that's the tea. But yeah, no, everything's different for everybody. If you've been in a long-term relationship for like 3-4 years, then if you feel comfortable with that person, then by all means. So yeah, but I think 16 is the appropriate age, obviously, because that's the legal, like, consent. You shouldn't be pressurised into this thing, obviously, because it can lead to unwanted pregnancies, and I feel like I'm a counsellor. Okay, the next question. Should I give a cheating boy another chance? Sis, no, cut him off. Just cut him off. Seriously now, like, no. I don't think, sorry, it's so nice. I think once a cheater, always a cheater. Like, realistically, how many people in the world? 7 billion. You're going to trust this one boy to not cheat on you again? I don't think so. You are worth much more than a cheating boy. Like, you need to give yourself credit for even staying in that relationship and going through this. And to go through it again, do you want to go through it again? No. So I would say no, absolutely not. Like, no matter how they're manipulating you, like, oh yeah, I'm really sorry, I won't ever do it again. So yeah, no, I'm sorry. You go find your prince. Do not stay with a boy who's just gonna you over again, I'm gonna say. This is a good one. So, your opinion on getting married young. So obviously, again, this is my opinion, everyone's different, but I would say, this is my obviously outlook on it. Everything happens for a reason. So if you do end up getting married young, then it's meant to be. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but I feel like getting married young is a really nice thing. I feel like I personally wouldn't like to, just because I like to be on my own at the moment. Like, I like exploring my own thing. Like, you can do what you want obviously when you're single. Not like that, I just mean like you can explore different things, you can go where you want. Obviously not saying that you can't with a husband or a boyfriend or whatever. So my opinion on getting married young, I would say it's a nice thing, and I think it's nice that two people can bond at such a young age and you stay with that person forever, hopefully. Anywho, next, how to handle breakups. I like this one. I feel like I'm quite good at helping my friends when obviously like stuff like this happens. Okay, so to handle breakups, tip number 1, stay busy. This is the key. Like, there's nothing worse than being like we are now. This is probably the worst time for a breakup because you're stuck inside. I mean, you can go out for a walk, but what's that gonna do? Like, you need to keep your mind busy, so online shopping. On a serious note, going out with friends, going out for meals, doing fun things on your own. So think of things that you wouldn't do when you were with that person. Think of things that you could do now you're single. Think of the future. Don't always like look back on yourself, because obviously there's a reason why you broke up. So yeah, the key would be like staying busy, staying positive. And I know it's harder to do than it is to say, but I feel like this will really keep you on track. Maybe you could get a new hobby, something that you're interested in. I wouldn't say talking to like new boys, even though this would be my advice for somebody who's like not talking to a boy that they like talking, not in a relationship. I just think maybe if you were in a strong like relationship, I think maybe going to talk to other boys would be wrong, just because you're not really in it. Does that make sense? Like, you're still in love with this other person. So yeah, I hope that helped even a little bit. That's just my opinion, like how I would cope with it. The next question says, well, I don't know if it's a question, but it just says, a boy asking for pictures. Okay. No matter how old you are, I don't think a boy is trustworthy in that sense. I think when people say to you, oh, like, I haven't saved it, you think a boy wouldn't save that. So, personally, I would say don't send them, just because I feel like you can get more of a connection in real life. And obviously, I know there's long distance relationships, obviously, if you're like married or something and you trust that not married, but like if you trust that person with your whole heart and you trust him or her, that you wouldn't, like nothing would ever happen to that picture. Say if you're like young, I've heard stories that have been like pictures have been like going around, they've been used to like bully people, they've been used for revenge. But yeah, just think about what you're doing just before you send stuff, because things on the internet are always there, they're never going to be erased, even if you delete them, unfortunately. Okay, so another one says, what to do in a toxic relationship. Okay, this is quite a common question. I feel like, also I think it's a common question that has been asked because it's quite common in day-to-day life. So obviously you're not going to know what a toxic relationship is when you're in it, because you're blinded by love, basically. I think when you will realise is when friends, family come up to you, say like, oh, this person's not good for you, like you just hear negative in your ear. On the other hand, say if you do know that they're toxic and you don't want to be with them anymore, but obviously they're manipulative and they just make you feel bad every day, just leave, just leave. But yeah, I know it's hard, obviously, if you love that person and you think they're the one for you. Obviously, if they're toxic, then they're not the one for you. Sorry. Yeah, that was quite a hard one to answer. I'm not sure why. I just feel like, obviously, not many people know what to do in that situation. But yeah, I'd say just leave. And I know it sounds hard, but I think once you've broken that seal and you just left, then your life will be so much better. So the next one says, what's your opinion on one night stands? I don't really have opinion. Like, I've never really thought about it and been like, one night stands. But I think, again, everything happens for a reason. That is my go-to quote. But yeah, obviously, if it happens, it happens. It's not obviously like recommended. I mean, if I went to a club, I probably just want to go home, to be honest. But I think obviously there can be some good in it. Like, you could end up being with that person for the rest of your life. You could end up, I don't know, a really good friend. Friends with benefits. My opinion, I wouldn't say like, yeah, go out and have a one night stand. Like, it's not really. I personally wouldn't like to do it. I know obviously there's me going, yeah, I'm the angel, I don't want to do it, blah, blah, blah. But it happens in life, and some things you don't expect, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't really have an opinion, but obviously there can be bad things and good things that can come out of it. So yeah, I'll leave that with like that. So the next one, just scrolling through, looking for oh my god, this is a bit beefy. Would you ever check your boyfriend's phone in private? My honest opinion with that question, I personally think it's not healthy in a relationship to check the other's phone in private, just because I feel like it gives you a reason to be looking for something, and I feel like it's underlying the lack of trust, if that makes sense. So like, I don't think, if you're looking at your boyfriend's phone, you're obviously looking for something and you don't trust them. But yeah, I think it's a bad sign. So I think the better option would be definitely to go and speak to them. And I know sometimes they're not the best like with admitting things, because obviously they don't want to upset you. But I feel like if you know there's a problem, maybe do some investigating. Get your friends to go on Instagram, you know, do a little hunt. Obviously sometimes people find out things from looking at their partner's phone, but I don't think it's healthy. I think they should be able to tell you, like, I mean, obviously they're not going to tell you. That's a hard one, but I definitely say don't do it. Just try and see if you can find out yourself if there is a problem. Okay, so this is going to be the last one I answer, but if you want me to do a part 2, let me know. There is still a few questions I haven't answered, but I'm afraid this video is going to be, I don't know how long. Okay, so let's kick it off with a bang. A boy keeps leaving me on red. What am I doing wrong? You ain't doing anything wrong. It's not you. It's not you, and I'll tell you why it's not you. If you're texting him, if you're putting in all the hard work and he's airing you, then does he deserve you? Definitely not. I'm sorry, but however, you could read it in that way. Like, if he consistently airs you, he just doesn't want to talk. Like, it could be that he's talking to someone else. It could be that he has a girlfriend that you don't know about, obviously. But I would say sometimes boys are just busy and they will get back to you. So have a bit of patience. But obviously if he keeps repetitively airing you, just don't entertain it. Because trust me, there will be a boy out there that loves you with his whole heart, and he will be more into you than you're into him, trust me. I think also trying to read a boy is quite difficult, because they sometimes don't give their whole like personality out. Sometimes they seem like they don't care, but they're actually listening. Just listen to me. If he's still airing you, leave him. Don't message him. Talk to somebody else. Go and chat to somebody else, because trust me, when you're not entertaining him, he will come running back. It's honestly a fact. Like, if you just, the less effort that you show, the more they're interested. Tell me how their brain works. So that rounds off my boy talk 1. I finished my iced coffee. It was really nice. Should I get the bottle out? Yeah, it was really nice sitting here chatting to you. I feel like I've really got to like grips with all your problems, because they are really relatable, and I'm sure this will help at least one person that watches this. I hope it does anyway. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, give it a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be definitely doing some more if you do enjoy these. Obviously these are a chatty type video, not everyone's going to like them, and again, these are my own opinion, so if you didn't like the advice, then obviously don't take it to heart. It's just for a laugh and to see if I can help. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!